comic book store today and found a can of Surge, so I bought it.
And you don't want that either. Dude,
Wait,
Surge? Okay, so Surge is actually back in stores now.
I know. I bought a can of it.
wait,
I didn't
what?
know it was anywhere near us, but I found it somewhere.
I have not thought of that in. Okay, that I forgot that was even like a thing that existed.
Well, it didn't exist for a while.
I know, but I forgot that it did at one time exist. And I guess it always like has kind of like existed in that like it was like a thing, but I forgot that it was a thing, you know?
Mhm.
That and wasn't didn't it like what was Vault? Was that
Vault?
like
I miss Vault, man.
was that
I
like
do
the
miss
other
Vault.
company?
No, they were both Coke.
Oh, they're both Coke.
Vault was their second attempt to match Mountain Dew. They were both Mountain Dew, technically Mountain Dew clones, but the thing about Surge was that the amount of sugar they put in was just absurd. It was basically like getting high on sugar.
Yeah.
Like,
There's 56 grams in the 16-ounce can.
I wonder if eventually like energy drinks and stuff will be like, you know, kind of how like tobacco is, where
yeah,
it's not like illegal, but like you have to be like a certain age to get it.
and there's like a certain amount of stigma attached to it, where they have like a Surgeon General's warning, like, warning: consuming Four Loko will make you a dick.
Yeah.
So I'm going to RIT next weekend.
I thought you
Hoorah.
were going this weekend.
It was a toss up between this past weekend and next weekend, and I couldn't go this weekend because fucking work was like, you need to stay and run this 5K, this company 5K, because everyone's gonna be showing up for it. And I was like, all right, well if people show up, then I'm fine. And then no one fucking showed up. It was just people in the office, and I was like, this is dumb. I didn't need to be here at all. I thought, well,
Did you run 5Ks at least?
no, I walked. I was never gonna run. That was never on the table. But I thought about, oh fuck it, I'll just drive up on the weekend and work remotely for next week. But no, we have this big old public or company-wide meeting on Wednesday. I got to be in the office for. They fucked me over twice. Luckily, I put in for vacation for this weekend. I'm off next Friday and Monday, so fuck it. I'm going up there, doing it big.
Hoorah.
Matt, are you still up there? I know Ed's in Louisiana.
I mean, I'm in Cato, so I mean, I'm not that far away. So
Oh yeah, yeah. If we do like a Dungus run,
I wanna.
Ed, you can go to your local Denny's and we can do like a simulcast, like a Skype call.
Same.
the Northeast.
Then I'm just alone at a Denny's talking to people that aren't there.
Talking to a tablet.
To be fair, we'll be at a Denny's not talking to anyone there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, each other.
no. You really want to look each other in the eyes in Denny's?
Never look them in the eyes.
I mean, I did the one time, and I guess that's the reason I was never invited back. But you know,
That's why you can't go back to Denny's. You can never go back to Denny's, Ed.
they have like a bouncer out front, just.
With a picture of Ed. In like his wallet. He's just like, Every ID he just compares to a picture of Ed. With his head on a body of a seal.
A few weeks ago, I got pulled over, and the person was like asked for my license, so I gave it to him, and he just kind of like he like looked at the license and looked at me, and looked at the license and looked at me, and I took my hat off. And he's like, He looked at the license and he looked at me, and he had this kind of puzzled look on his face. And so then I took my glasses off. And he looked at the license. Then he looked at me. Ah, I see it now. Let me go run a report. And he just let me off with a warning. But it was
Makes you wonder why the fuck they make you take the shit off to get your driver's license.
and it's a recent picture too. Like I think I'm like 21 in the picture. Yeah, because I got it when I turned 21. So
Yeah.
it's a recent picture. And my hair's like the same length in it, and you know.
I keep getting like
shaving in both of them.
I keep getting driver's license photos that don't match my current hairstyle. Like I'll get a driver's license photo and then get a haircut, or like I'll get it and then like grow my hair out. Like I have a driver's license that has like if you look at like my old license pictures in sequence, it kind of looks like I was going for like a false identity thing because like it looks like completely different people in the same photos.
I
A friend of mine showed me like a bunch of his license, like his old expired licenses and like old student IDs from like high school, like a school he went to before he like transferred and stuff. And you could slowly see him like start to care and then immediately stop caring about everything. I think it was like generally when he came to RIT, it was about the cutoff point of just like I don't.
Fuck. What have I done? You can tell, like, I lived in New York my whole life until I moved down here to Virginia, so you can tell the big difference between New York DMVs and their funding levels and Virginia DMVs because, like, the one time I've gotten a Virginia photo license so far was after an hour-long ordeal where I didn't want to be there, the employees didn't want to be there, and they could give two fucks about any questions I had. So by the time they took my picture, I'm just, like, ready to punch the camera. I'm just fucking furious. And then you see like my other New York photos, and I'm just like, I was just happy to be here. I was like, I'm fine.
I'm excited.
Listen, Norm, I'm gonna drive the car go straight to the moon, get us some cheese. Hey, the Cubs are winning, guys.
I care.
No, you should care because Back to the Future Part 2. Come on, think of how amazing that is. That over a century has gone by since the Cubs won the World Series, and the year that Back to the Future Part 2 jokingly made that claim, they might actually do it. That's fucking. You cannot do any better than that with the baseball storyline. Like, that's it.
I care because of Back to the Future. I don't care because of anything else.
If it wasn't for that movie, we wouldn't have had like what was it, like a Lexus hoverboard. We've had like 6 hoverboards that have claimed to be the first hoverboard this year alone because people are desperate to get that shit going this year. They know that after this year, no one gives a fuck about hoverboards. If we miss the boat on this year, hoverboards are dead to us. Like, who gives a fuck after that?
And like, the power of nerds, man.
Yeah, dude. There's a whole. I saw his YouTube series on Star Trek and how like it's influenced actual like it's art or life imitating art. Where like no one thought that a transporter would. No one ever thought of a transporter, I guess. Mm-hmm. The only reason it exists is because they didn't have enough of a budget to make shuttlecraft to show going up and down from planets, and that's the whole basis of that. But because it exists and because scientists of today grew up watching it, people have devoted their whole lives to making that shit happen. And some of the stuff that's come out, like there's all these articles that come up once in a while about like warp travel and how like we might actually be close. There's some wild theories that may actually be true. All that shit's based on Star Trek. Like, at the very least, it's inspired by it. It's probably not.
And not so much just like full creative control. It's stuff that they had to like figure out how to work around.
Yeah.
Like if they had more money, then those things probably wouldn't have been in the show.
Right. And like the fact that we all everyone likes to make a big deal about Uhura being the first black member of the crew, like first main black character on a show who's not like essentially a maid or like a servant or an assistant role on TV. But actually the original pilot had a woman as the second in command, and that ruffled NBC. That rustled NBC's jimmies too much. They said no. But if you look at like the pilot that's on Netflix, the original first episode, and they repurposed that footage for like a 2-parter in the first season, the first crewman is of the captain in that storyline is a woman.
Wow.
Now that I'm a nerd, now that I've
we've vanquished all doubt.
Yeah. Now that I just unzipped my pants and whipped out my nerd card.
Oh, sweet. Man, that's a big nerd card. That's a giant wow.
Big nerd card.
So this past week I finally got a Steam account just so I could download and play this game called
Chip Knuckles?
Undertale. Because apparently it's like the highest reviewed game right now, and I want to know what the fuss was about, and I have not cried in a game in a long time. And
but man, that alcoholic squirrel though, like he gets me every single time.
Jeez, shut up, Ed. One day I'm gonna get through a story about a video game that isn't Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube or Conker's Bad Fur Day, of which neither I've played.
Oh man. How?
But anyway, Undertale is just this little 8-bit RPG, and man, if that's not just like a cry about like story, then I don't know what is, cause woof. Sorry, that's it. That's I'm free advertising. Welcome, Toby Fox, creator of Undertale.
Brought
Is
to you
it-
by Undertale.
Is it? How much is it? Is it like
$9.99.
$10? Yeah.
That ain't
Yeah,
bad.
$10. Takes about 10 hours to beat, or 8 hours, whatever, depending on what you do.
I might check it.
Oof, it is.
I might check it.
It's so good.
Oh, I still need to play off.
Yes.
I actually have that one on my computer, so I might do that first. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off is a surrealist 8-bit French RPG game. Very silly.
None of those. I've never heard that combination of those 4 words before.
Yeah, and it's
Is it-
free,
is it
so whatever.
Surrealist French RPG, 8-bit, and good.
I didn't
I've
know
never
this-
heard that 5-word combination before. Yeah, let's jump on. Let's do our intros and shit.
Yeah.
Unless Emily wants to jump in the middle of a game again.
Let me pull up those sweet sounds.
What? Sounds.
I'm pulling up the
Oh, sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
so everyone's levels okay?
Yeah.
you sound pretty good.
Good.
I don't know if you can hear this, but
Nope.
there's a cat behind me that is like snoring like crazy.
Cannot hear that.
Okay, that's probably for the best because she's making quite a racket. Just snoring. It's
All right.
hilarious.
Oh. Wow.
So if you hear a weird grumble, it's probably the.
Yeah. All right, let me do my little intro here. Hey, this is Chimp Knuckles, show 13. We're the Baker's. Is that a Baker's dozen? How many is a Baker's dozen?
That's a baker's
13.
dozen.
13. Why 13? I don't
Because
get
if
it.
you know the baker, you get an extra one.
Is that really where that comes from?
I think so.
Makes sense.
Like you get a dozen, or you can get a baker's dozen, which is like if you're in the know.
Oh, so it's like the
Yeah,
5 finger discount.
Yeah.
Okay, so good to know that saying is steeped in corruption. That's fantastic. We've got a Baker's dozen podcast, I guess is what you could call it. Sure. You're only actually signed up with this podcast to hear 2 people talk, but Ed comes free because you know me.
Right.
I threw in Ed. You're welcome.
Yay!
Yeah.
I like that these podcasts are progressively getting more like, and I think it may end up working for us in the end of the day. 'Cause they're kind of getting like more and more tired. Where it's like, oh, we'll do comedy. Here we go.
Well, it's the beginning. It's like, I know I'm not in school, but it's like the new school year and it's fall, and it's like, in general, my days are less relaxed than they were over the summer.
Yeah.
Like, there's more shit going on, and my weekends are not as relaxing as they used to be. So I'm just like, this is comedy, but it's fine.
This is fine.
It's guys.
It's Gine.
Guy. So yeah, I am Mike Devine. I'm the host, and we've got we got a show. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna not be sleepy.
Beat is sick.
The beat is sick.
The sickest beat.
I want to take a ride.
But you know what I wish though?
What?
I wish I was a little bit
A little
taller.
bit taller. Wish I wasn't taller. God dang it.
I wish we can get the rights to use music, like real well, not real, but like famous music, like music
for music.
Do you want a taxi apparently or something?
You know what a taxi would be great to have as our intro. Tijuana Taxi is my dream song for the my dream theme song for the podcast. Since episode 1, I've been dreaming about the day where I can figure out how the fuck to navigate the legalese involved in getting the rights to a song and then getting it.
You
I
find
wonder.
who produced it and you email them.
Apparently,
Start.
but I can't fucking find it. It's like it was made in like the 50s, so it's
Okay.
like
I wonder what if you could find like get the rights to like the actual like sheet music for it or something like that.
conduct it.
Well, and then have and then if you make your own version of it, or
I think if I make a cover, I'm
find
free
someone
and
who
clear.
could make one.
What if we just find the music and turn it into a minor thing, and then it'll just sound sad.
you
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
We could do like the Doug thing where they just like they scat. They go like scooby boop doop boop. We could just do like a it's all just dude. Or like Rugrats where it's like wah, bah, 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 bah. and it's like
Yes.
xylophones.
Yes, exactly like that.
If you ever listen closely to Rugrats the next time you like listen to or see an episode or on TV or something, like, because everyone does that regularly. They watch Rugrats, but if you happen to see it,
show
like,
those anymore?
yeah, it's listen to like the music of it. It's really just like, I'm pretty sure it's just Mark Mothersbaugh going bop 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 in different combinations, and then they just put like a xylophone backing behind it, but it's just him. Especially the early ones, where like I guess they didn't have a budget and they really just had like Mark Mothersbaugh sitting in a room with a xylophone, just going like bop 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 bing 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 bop 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 bop. It's literally just one dude
I love it.
saying bop 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 bop. But yeah, so we have the aforementioned Ed here. He's free, and then we got Strumba. We got Matt Leese, aka Strumba. Aww.
Man, those crickets are real good at playing trombone.
Yeah, who? All right, who used the crickets and who used the trombone?
I use the crickets.
Okay. I would have been sadder if Matt had used the frown bone for himself.
I thought about it. I'm not gonna self-deprecate yet. It hasn't been 20 minutes.
It's okay, I'll deprecate you. Don't worry, I got this.
No deprecate. Listen, we're a family show. No deprecating on the air.
Oh my God, isn't it self-depreciation? No, that's wrong.
Don't you defecate in my deprecate? What?
Ew.
I mean, that's how I defecate. Is I do it myself.
Don't deprecate the way I defecate. There we go. That's better. Anyway.
Through my butt.
Wait. Really?
Yeah, don't do that.
You're doing it wrong. So those sounds you heard, that was we got that through the magic of the way we record these shows. We're all on different parts of the globe. I'm on Everest.
I'm
Matt
in Venezuela right now.
He's in Venezuela.
I'm on Mars.
He's on Mars. Google put a little balloon with Wi-Fi in Mars, so we're there.
So now that you're stuck on Mars, how do you like it? Is it?
It's pretty good. I do actually legitimately want to know if the rover there sings itself "Happy Birthday" every year. I've heard that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
It was always the case of like, you think you're lonely. Well, the Mars rover is programmed to sing itself "Happy Birthday" every year. I want to know if that's true.
Did they have to pay the royalties every time to use that?
Not no more.
Well, I know, but when they built it.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I think it's outside of a lawyer's jurisdiction to enforce that. That's literally that's got to be the first. Wait, so that's the first interplanetary copyright claim.
Yeah, assuming it's true.
If they actually want to pursue that, I would say that's worth it only because that sounds awesome. Like we need like an intergalactic criminal court for that, or a copyright court or some shit.
A 4-line poem, 3 of the lines are the same thing, set to a public domain song, is.
The robot has like a lawyer that's also a robot.
Well, it's actually just like a MIDI like "Good morning to you," but it has to officially be "Good morning to you." It just happens to be.
Yeah.
On the birthday.
It's just, who doesn't want to have good morning songs on their birthday?
Well, because good morning to you, good morning to you. Yeah.
So
that's fine.
I found a bit of information. The Mars rover, it's not playing technically, as NASA technologist Florence Tan explains in an accompanying video. The rover's sample analysis unit vibrates at different frequencies to move soil samples. Normally those vibrations sound remarkably like the noises robots make in Disney's WALL-E. But when you string them together, something similar to Happy Birthday results.
So it's like those roads that you drive over, and it's supposed to make a. Yeah.
I suppose so. All right.
Yeah. But, so the reason we have those noises is because the noises you heard earlier, not those noises, the ones from the ones that didn't sound like a guy making noises, was because we use Google Hangouts to record these shows, and what's cool about that is that we have access to a little thing called sound effects, so we can do all kinds of cool sound effects and noises, and we can
all 12 of them.
All 12 of them. And
we can do exactly 12 cool things,
and it'll never get old. Not once. But we do have one sound effect that we use for a game we like to call New Choice. That is an ongoing game, and if you like it, you can actually play it at home. You can't play it at home. You can never do anything at home. You can leave your house, so I can live there. You can stay in your house, and I'll still live in there. I'll just move in. So that was New Choice. So whenever somebody hears that noise, they New Choice. They change what they were talking about there. So that's something. Keep an eye out. Keep your ears out peeled.
keep scraping those ears. Just
There was a
Stab your ears.
there was a joke in Flight of the Conchords where because New Zealanders and Australian people hate each other so much apparently, and one of the Flight of the Conchords members, who's New Zealand, starts dating an Australian, and the other two are like, "Oh, what's she saying?" And like she's saying this. Oh, I guess if you squint your ears real good, and just that line just makes me laugh. Yeah, that's good. There we go. I've explained comedy.
Oh,
Yay.
right.
It's like Americans and Canadians, I assume.
Yeah.
The sibling
It's like-
rivalry.
It's like we say that we hate each other, but like,
We don't give a fuck.
eh.
And we really sound the same to any other group of people. Like, nobody notices the different accents. We find them absurd compared to each other, but, like, a French person would be like, the fuck are these two saying? Why can't they just be French?
Argo. Argo.
So, yeah, all right. So,
Write that down in your copy books.
there will be a quiz. So let's jump into our first game. We're going to play a game called Try That On for Size. And
Yay!
Yay!
There
The
you
way
go.
that Try That On for Size is played is we're going to have our two players, Ed and Matt. They are going to receive a suggestion for a hiccup. They're going to receive a suggestion for an
A
action.
nervous one.
For what?
A nervous hiccup.
Yes. Everyone get what? Anyway,
What?
they're going to receive a suggestion for an action. And they're gonna hear the action, and then we're gonna take turn. We're gonna do back and forth, take turns. First person is going to come up with a sound effect to describe that action, and then the next person is going to repeat that same sound effect and come up with a different action for that sound effect. And they're gonna go back and forth until someone either can't think of something, changes the action, or repeats an action. They will lose. You'll hear this guy, and that means that that person gets a point. And whoever gets the most points at the end, we'll say they win. I don't know. They win. Sure.
$100,000.
100
Oh,
chimp bucks.
man.
Redeemable at all chimp-related outlets.
All chimp outlets. So, all right. So let's see. So players. This is the game of Try That On for Size. Ed is gonna go first. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yay!
All right, Ed. Your action is dribbling a basketball.
I'm dribbling a basketball. Try that on for size.
I'm jumping across bass drums. Try that on for size.
I'm chopping down a tree. Try that on for size.
I'm punching someone in the face. Try that on for size.
I'm patting somebody on the head. Try that on for size.
This is the police. Open up. Try that on for size.
I'm falling down an escalator. Try that on for size.
I'm a giant trying to get back my homeland. Try that on for size.
I am an out-of-breath percussion instrument. Try that on for size.
Wait, no. Percussion instruments don't have breath. That's why they're percussion and not wind instruments. No.
Personification, Mike.
Oh, my next one's gonna be doof doof doof. I'm explaining how to say food backwards to someone.
All right. So Matt, you are gonna get the next suggestion. Your suggestion is you are taking the first bite out of a wing, a chicken wing.
Okay, me?
Yes.
All right. I'm taking the first bite out of a chicken wing. Try that on for size.
I'm about to spit. Try that on for size.
I'm tearing at the jugular because I'm a wolf. Try that on for size.
I just stepped in mud. Try that on for size.
Is a really embarrassing name I call my girlfriend. Try that on for size.
I am a puddle screaming for help. Try that on for size.
I'm opening a can of almonds. Try that on for size.
I'm opening a very sticky door. Try that on for size.
I'm pulling the gum out of my mouth and making it stretch really long. Try that on for size.
I am blowing my nose unsuccessfully because I have a really stuffy face. Try that on for size.
I'm playing with Flubber's retarded cousin, Flumber.
I am a very short and to-the-point windstorm.
I'm a wind instrument running out of breath.
What? Okay.
You can call me out on that. It's fine. I just wanted to make fun of it a little bit.
I'm like, good, I don't have to think of one. Wait, I do!
All right.
I'm not sure who
Ed,
lost that one, but
Ed,
Whatever.
you are a rubber band snapping.
Oh, jeez.
okay. Wait.
Good.
I thought you just like hit your head on your mic for a second there. Oh, fuck! Wait a minute. What?
Wait, we're in. Boing! I'm a rubber band snapping. Try it on for size.
Boing! I very unsuccessfully took off my girlfriend's bra. Try that on for size.
Boing! I'm an out-of-tune banjo. Try that on for size.
Boing! I'm a video game character jumping on the thing that makes you jump higher. Try that on for size.
Boing! I am a cartoon pogo stick. Try that on for size.
Boing! I just punched a rubbery man in the junk. Try that on for size.
Boing! All of the animals I am unsuspectedly running over with my 18-wheeler are made out of plastic. Try that on for size.
No. Even if that was a thing, they wouldn't go boing. They would go. They would scatter. They're plastic.
Oh,
You almost
I
had
guess
it.
rubber. I don't
If
know.
you said rubber, you would have been in the clear.
But he did rubber. I don't know. Okay.
yeah. Whatever.
Latex.
We
Latex.
scrutinize very hard in this game, as you can see.
Alright.
How many bras do you know go boing?
Well, I don't know how many ticks that would go boing.
I know one now apparently.
My now ex-girlfriend. Great.
All right, let's jump into the next game. We are going to play a game called Audiobook.
Audiobook. I can run this if you guys want to play it.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan.
All right. Cool.
All right.
That works? All right.
Let's go.
So, this is the game of audiobook. The way this works is our two players will be retelling us a very famous story, but they'll be doing it as a character or as, someone with a certain amount of character traits. It's simple enough, I think. And whenever you hear which noise is it?
It's the cash register.
The cash register noise. This one, it's going to switch between the people. And so one will tell the story, I'll play that noise, then the next one will continue from that point on. Today you'll be telling me the story of... Let me go to Google here. You know what? Actually, no. I want to hear the story of Finding Nemo. And...
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen that?
Doesn't matter. Don't matter.
And,
Okay.
That's the one with Woody, right?
Yeah.
Mike, you are going to be... you are going to think you are the world's greatest singer, but you have a sinus infection. And Ed, you are going to rhyme every single sentence.
Oh yay!
Or every other sentence might make it a little easier. So
Every couplet.
every you're gonna rhyme as much as you can. We'll go with that. So all right.
Finding Nemo's the one with the cowboy and the ants, right?
Yeah, and it's got a squirrel and a blue hedgehog. Yeah. Okay,
The
so
squirrel who's an alcoholic and
players, this is the game of audiobook. Your suggestion is Finding Nemo. You know your character traits. Are you ready?
yeah.
Yes.
All right. Ed, why don't you start us off?
Come, listeners, come on with me. We will travel deep under the sea. There we will find a snoozing fish. Oh no, things are about to go to ish. Here comes a giant monster. He will attack the sun and she, leaving...
And then they were all dead. Except for the baby was okay because she was... She was over there, and then with their father.
Drop the boy off to school. This is where he will be uncool. Don't go too far away to the boat. Oh no, you're gonna be locked up in that tote. Away goes the fish, far, far, far. Now we have to find a daytime TV star. She will...
Her name was Ellen. and she was pretty blue because she couldn't remember what was going on. And No, I'm good. So she went to the guy with the fish and and she said, "Hey, there's a turtle over there."
And so they continue their forward motion as they travel across the ocean. The son ends up in a tank in a dentist's, and the movie on the shelf is saying, "Rent us!" So the father and Ellen, they go on their quest, and soon they will be at their very best.
And they got to the dentist when... Wait, hang on. Ah! Oh, no. Ashi! 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 Ashi!
And that is how the story goes, the story of Finding Nemo.
And that's how my neighbors called 911 because I thought I was dead.
All right, I'm very impressed with both of you for that. So,
All right.
good job, guys.
Well played.
Well done.
Okay, let's move on. We've got next game is going to be a game called Interrogation. Ed, do you want to run this one? I don't think I've ever been the guesser.
Sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave. Wait, I can't leave, can I? All right, I'm just gonna
Just
turn
take
down my
your
speakers,
headphones off.
take my headphones out, yeah, and then just text me or ping me on the book when I'm good,
On the
All
book.
right. And give the whole intro and all that shit.
All right.
Oh, and also remember, when I get a right answer, we use this guy.
Ta-da.
Okay.
Fanfare.
That way, there's no confusion of whether we got the right answer or not.
Okay.
All right, I'm a mutant. A mutant.
He's a mutant.
Okay. So, how does it? Do we figure
Explain
out?
the game first.
I explain it and then I come up with things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is a game of interrogation. So Mike has committed a crime. He was with a certain person. He was in a certain location, and he was doing something horrible, just completely unspeakable. The only problem is he doesn't exactly know what those three things are, so he's going to have to figure it out through clever question mark hints from our interrogator. So that'll remain to be seen. All right, so person he was with. How about how do you guys normally find these?
I kind of just go on Google and type in famous person or character, I think, and go from there.
Okay.
And then if I can think of one in the meantime that, would work, I do that as well. So, a combination of things.
Okay.
Or look up, whatever, famous TV show characters and whatever.
All right. How about you're with Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, jeez, okay. Okay.
You are on the Nile River,
Okay.
and you were This is why I normally don't lead things. You
That's fine.
were
Hmm.
you were doing laundry.
It's doing laundry?
It's doing laundry.
Okay.
Let me read the Mike. Might want to edit that out when you listen to this. So there we go.
Okay.
All right. So
So, he was with Jerry
so the
Seinfeld.
three things. So those three things that we are talking about. He was with Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
He was at the Nile River, and his crime was doing laundry.
Okay.
All right, but Mike is just now coming back. So he'll be here any moment.
We are just waiting on Mike right now.
Oh,
No.
I'm back.
Ah!
Whoa.
Villain! I found him.
All right. So, players, this is a game of interrogation. Are you ready?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Begin.
All right, you sit me down. Take a
Get
seat.
your hands off me. Yeah.
I'm barely even touching you, you little wuss. Just take a seat.
Yeah, you
See the chair
bruised
right there?
me. All right,
I
fine.
what?
You bruised me.
I bruised you. Oh, you think it's gonna hold up in the court?
There's a bruise right there. It's there.
You
Yeah.
mean where the handcuffs were? Yeah, I see you. I see you trying to get me. Anyway, you take a seat right now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Seriously, a bruise? What's up with that?
Listen,
What's up with that?
I don't know. What was it? I mean, I think this is all about nothing right here.
All about nothing, huh?
Yeah, that's what I think.
We're playing a game entirely focused around nothing. That famously we're doing something around nothing. I don't think so.
I mean, it's not like I'm Jerry Seinfeld or anything.
No,
was
you're
that
not. But you were with Jerry Seinfeld. You were definitely with him.
Damn it.
You could
Yeah.
tell because he was always cracking jokes about peanuts, no matter where you went. It didn't really make any sense.
And he never told me what the deal with that was. Ah!
No. What is up with that?
Ah!
All right, so we know that. Okay, you were with Jerry Seinfeld. That was the easiest confession I've ever got. But the thing is, it's where you were that blew my mind. And I couldn't imagine the amount of jokes Jerry was cracking about this. I mean, it was just so long and so wet. Just so long and so wet. And I ain't talking about a Vegas strip mall. Woo! Oh.
I mean, I wasn't between Pamela Anderson's legs. What?
No, you certainly were not. We're going to go anti-promiscuous
What are you getting at,
here.
Copper?
We're going to go anti-promiscuous here, all right? I mean, some say it's a jungle out there, but this one this thing tends to cut straight through one. It can find its way straight through a jungle. Just.
I mean, I wasn't near a machete. If that's what you're asking me here.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
Don't think you're near a machete. Machetes are not,
I wasn't in the machete store or anything. Ugh.
I didn't say you were, did I?
I didn't say I wasn't.
Specifically? Oh. No, you were not in a machete store, but you certainly might need one, but only if you ever actually left. The thing is, you just rode this thing for like 3,000-4,000 miles. It's kind of an impressive feat when you think about it.
I mean, I wasn't riding any waves or anything that day, like.
No, no. Oh my. But at one point I heard that Jerry got threatened with some piranhas. I heard that was a pretty risky situation.
I mean,
listen.
listen.
Don't try to deny it.
I mean, listen. The Amazon River ate my baby. What can I say?
You're close.
Damn it! It wasn't the Nile River either, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't no river. Wasn't no river.
Jerry Seinfeld on the Nile River. Why is the Nile River so wet? What's up with that? All right, Jerry
Hey
Seinfeld.
Copper, I got a joke for you.
Oh, do you?
Why do you think I killed that guy?
Why?
I don't know. I'm in denial.
Can I just shoot him here? We can shoot. There we go. It's the first public interrogation. We're trying it out. And we happen to have a trombonist here, too, just for those
Where did that guy
dramatic
come from?
situations.
Get him out of here.
All right. You know what, though? Okay, so you're with Jerry Seinfeld and on the Nile River. But it's what you're doing that is so disturbing. Jerry's obsession with cleanliness is ridiculous, as is yours.
I mean, I wasn't spraying the Nile down with Windex.
No. It's all about you. It's all about the people. It's what you were doing.
I wasn't spraying people with Windex.
You are the reason that the quarters are in short supply right now. All right? You are the reason.
I wasn't using a Coinstar. I mean, come on.
No.
Who uses that thing anymore?
No, Coinstars are not clean. Nor do they clean anything, really. Except your wallet of your money.
No, but seriously, I wasn't scrubbing down any coins.
No, you weren't scrubbing down any coins. My God, it's just you had so much dirty undergarments. Just a lot of filthy
listen,
things.
if you're gonna go to the Nile, you're gonna get your shit all salt water. You got to do laundry. There's no way around it. There's no way around it.
So, can we get a full confession? Can we get a full confession from you?
All right, you want to know? All right, fine. I was with Jerry Seinfeld. We were in the Nile River doing our laundry. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Say that now, but tell that to the judge. Woo!
Future generations will side with us.
Judges. That's all right. I have a big fan of Jerry Seinfeld as illegal of the activities that he does. It's just yeah.
I think that may have been the worst joke I've ever tried to make.
Get him out of here!
That was awful.
It's like, It's like the realization you just like wake up one morning. It's like maybe I suck.
It was like I tried to make a dad joke and then forgot halfway through. Maybe do you have to be a dad to make a dad joke? Is that what that is?
I mean, it certainly helps.
I'm convinced that the reason we call them dad jokes is because that was our dad's generation's version of comedy, and like by the time we get old, our version of comedy, like the shit that we find funny, like memes, probably will most likely be considered dad or mom jokes to our kids who are like, I don't know.
My dad sent me freaking so lonely meme guy the other day, and I didn't even understand what he was trying to go for.
I'm just imagining like someone like 40 years in the future watching like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and being like, this is my father. This is all I understand.
Well, people now watch that show and go, huh. I don't know where this.
Well, no, they watch that show and they go, "Hey man, pass the weed."
So I started. Have you seen that creator's other show?
Which one? 12-ounce mouse?
12-ounce mouse.
Fuck
No.
yeah. 12-ounce mouse.
Is that weird?
It's fucking surreal.
I've never seen a show that's so completely anti everything.
It doesn't give any fucks at all.
About
Mike, I remember years ago you showed us Perfect Hair Forever or whatever.
No. I was apparently it was animated in Final Cut Pro, so there's like no movement at all happening.
Wait, which one? What was?
12-ounce mouse.
Really?
Yeah, there's like it's as limited as humanly possible. It's like what's the least amount of effort we can put into these visuals, and it still be like watchable.
Did you guys ever watch Home Movies? Brendan Small's first show before Metalocalypse?
Yeah, and the guy that did Bob's Burgers, Warren Bouchard, started off.
Really?
Those two started together. Yeah.
That would
That's
make
why
sense why John Benjamin is in both.
Yeah, no, and you can actually see a lot of home movies in Bob's Burgers. Like, there's a lot of musical comedy. There's a lot of the same type of stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think it's awesome that they both had like a ton of success after that show. Like that show is it's like a lineage. You can like watch that show and pick up a lot of shit that ended up making it into other shows down the road.
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah. But, well,
that's enough of that discussion.
So let's go on here. We got next game is a game we call Dr. Junior.
Dr. Junior.
Dr. Junior. So some of you longtime listeners may be aware of this, that we have a on-staff professional consultant with a medical degree. We call him Dr. Know-It-All. And sometimes we can get him on the show, but he's busy. You know, he's busy peddling, you know, fake herbal supplements with Dr. Oz these days and getting in trouble with the FCC, all that shit. You know, typical doctor stuff.
Yeah.
So he's not always available, but what we do have here is we have his son, Dr. Junior. And so we're going to have a sit-down chat with Dr. Junior. And pause intro. Ed will be first head.
Because my name starts with E.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that works.
Hey.
That system seems like, wait, that system might just work. We should patent that.
Is it going to be the same order every time? We're sure. What? Do you hear music?
Unless we go by last name.
Even then, pretty
Yeah,
sure
you're still first, Ed.
this is one letter down.
Well, not with Mike.
That's true.
Mike changes.
Mm.
Mike isn't first.
Well, I'm first anyway because I'm Cjimp.
Yeah. But still
Or,
K
but
comes
we
after.
did K. We did Mr. Knuckles.
Ugh.
Dr. and Mrs. Knuckles.
That's the next Sonic game is like in an office building and Mr. Knuckles.
It's like business echidna.
Mr. Knuckles, business echidna.
Where you have to go fast, but like it's you're just running around an office, but all the hallways are just crazy long. You just sprint down the hallway and make it to a meeting, and you just
Look at this corkscrew in the office.
And you're like, oh, gotta go get coffee, and you go outside, and you have to like sprint down this hallway and like do a loop-de-loop to go downstairs and sprint down another hallway,
and
you
like climb up a wall with your knuckle gloves and just
For some reason, there's a very fat man who always wants to kill you in the office, like literally kill you.
But it's okay if you find a giant ring, you go somewhere else where there's big orbs trying to eat you.
One thing I was always in the first Sonic game, whenever you went to the bonus stage, was all those like green birds behind you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What was that ever explained?
No,
Oh.
there's nothing to explain.
Okay.
They're
Well,
just
because like I can't see what's happening because so much is happening.
all of it is happening.
I know all of it's happening.
Time immemorium.
So, all right. So Dr. Junior. So,
Anyway, so
so let's get bring on out Dr. Junior here. Thank you for taking the time to see us, Dr. Junior.
Hello.
How
How are
you,
today,
Mr.
host man?
Man?
I am very good. Thank you for using my full surname of Mr. Hostman Man. Not a lot of people know that about me. That I've hyphenated. I'm the product of several generations of San Franciscans that hyphenated their marriage names. So now, my grandfather was named Host, my grandmother was named Man, and then my daughter was also named Man. So now, I'm an abomination of last names. I'm Hostman Man. This is the future, kids. So. Enough about me. Let's talk about you, Doc Jr. Let's we got word about we heard that your high school coach got arrested for shoplifting.
Shoplifting
Is
not
very,
legal.
nor
Is
it
a
lucrative
business
meth
addict.
is
Not
worse
than
shoplifting.
Are you saying that the coach was a meth addict before he got caught shoplifting?
drugs
Drugs,
change.
people.
Now that's not an answer. I'm going to put you on the hot seat here, Doc Jr. Did you give your coach meth?
Coach
Johnson
always
hated
when
we
gave
him
presents.
presents.
So
We
never
not
didn't
ever
not
not
give
meth.
Now you're not gonna fool me with that wordplay. If you did not ever not give not meth, I know that means you gave him meth. You're just telling me that in code here. Now, I'm gonna give you a
No.
chance. Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm gonna give you a chance to strike a plea bargain here, Dr. Junior, because we are on air, we are live, and the police are on their way. But before they take you off here, I'm gonna give you a chance to clear your name a little bit. Can you tell us the name of your supplier?
Mike
Man,
Divine.
Mike Man Divine. I know that guy. He's a fucking. I hate that guy. You're telling me that's your supplier?
Yes,
he
is
rife
with
the
meth.
drugs.
So
We
hit
him
up
with
our
car
every
day.
I always knew he was right with the meth drugs. Damn it. I always had a feeling about him. Now, do you have any proof of this?
we
Do
have,
proof
but
you're
only
allowed
to
see
15
percent
of
the
footage.
unless
I,
or
you,
decide
to
pay.
All right. Well, I'm not going to pay anything, and I have a feeling that when the cops get here, they will you'll show all of the footage. I don't think you're gonna be able to make any deals out of this one, Doc Jr. You might want to make a phone call to your lawyer. But in the meantime,
Lawyers,
Can
help
me,
now.
please?
all right, well, we'll be sure to send a lawyer down to the studio, and I'm sure he'll be happy to escort you to the police station. Thank you very much, Doc Jr., for coming out here and confessing on air. I'm sure it'll do well for our ratings. We're kind of riding ourselves into a corner with Dr. Jr. a little bit. Next time it's just going to be me interviewing him in prison, which I'm not opposed to.
I like that there's a story arc.
There's a fucking narrative.
That you have to listen to the Dr. Juniors in order to
Oh my god.
really fully appreciate it.
Strum's desktop is fucking man. Apparently.
I'm just imagining like desktop man.
Oh man, he's getting fucked.
Or it's like BRB. Desktop man was in the mood, so you know. just a second. I'm actually kind of glad you can't hear this cat snoring behind me because she is. Oh, she's making a racket snoring. She is.
So I watched all the Hunger Games movies this weekend.
Did the last one come out?
Not the last one. All three of them that are out so far.
Okay.
The last one's coming out in like November.
I didn't. I've only seen the first one and stopped kind of paying attention. So. Nope. But
I liked them. They're good. Good stuff.
I've heard good things, but I just yeah. Well, that's enough of the.
I think I'm gonna try and figure out some new games to spice up the 3-man format. We've been doing the same games a couple weeks in a row.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What else are we doing today?
We just have sex positions left now.
Oh wow! Oh, look who decided to show up.
This guy again. Thought I'd get rid of you. No, well, we got not only that, we got him twice.
Once again.
We get him. Yep. The thing is, I'm getting so good at knowing right when my desktop is about to like freeze because whoever's talking, their voice echoes off, like whatever in the middle of a word, and I'm like, oh, we are. Desktop is going down.
Shit in the bed.
I don't know why.
No,
It's actually it's done this ever since I got it. It'll just randomly, and I don't know what causes it. I don't know if it's an overheating thing. I don't know if it's like a power supply thing. Because it's pretty meticulously built. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I might start using my laptop from now on just because it's slower, but it'll at least stay up.
Yeah.
So sorry about
So,
that.
all right.
Did the game end successfully enough?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Dr. Jr. was escorted to jail, and we realized that we're riding ourselves into a corner with the Dr. Jr. storyline a little bit. So he just went to fucking jail at the end of this one.
God, the meth
Now
drugs,
what?
man.
That
Drugs.
that you have to listen to the Dr. Juniors in order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very serialized podcast here.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much more difficult that is, like I said, versus like having 3 people.
Yeah.
Because like the only thing like Ed like just successfully did was we started doing like the double negative thing together, which is like was like an idea. So like everything else is like, where are we going with this? So good.
I'm gonna go back to those Who's Line sketches or the Who's Line radio things to get more inspiration for new games that we can play with small groups.
Yeah.
'Cause we've
Have you
doing
been
the
listening
same-
to those?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've heard most of the first one.
Are they good? Or is
They're
it
good. They're pretty damn good. I mean, you know, there's all-star talent on those guys,
Yeah.
so they're pretty
Yeah.
funny. But I want to find games that we can play amongst smaller groups because right now, for a couple weeks now, we've been doing the same because we've only had 3 people. We've been doing the same games. I want to be able to mix them up a little bit.
Yeah.
So right now, all right. So right now, there's got the ending games. So let me do my little. So let's jump into let's do our last. We got ending games going on here. We got the sex positions. Let's position some sex.
Right.
So,
I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. We just positioned this sex here, and there we go. More patrons for my park.
yeah, don't forget to put an umbrella stand.
Ooh.
They don't want to be rained on.
Why are they
People-
charging us for this? And why are they raising the price up by a dime every few seconds?
My favorite was like charging people like $50 to use the bathroom. That's always great.
But okay.
So, sex positions. The way this game works is we are going to go in order, and one person is going to name a sex position that they would like us to describe, and then we're going to take turns describing said sex position, and then the original person is going to tell us what it really means. We're going to go in order. So, Ed, why don't you start us off? Because my name is Mike, not Cjimp.
Damn it! Could have fooled me.
Oof.
So,
how about just macrame?
Macrame is it's a self fetish where on a grand level you're okay sleeping with really old people who love doing arts and crafts. God damn it.
So macrame is the French version of what happens when you strap yourself, genitals facing out, on the front of a Mack truck, and then your partner straps themselves, genitals facing out, on the other Mack truck, and then you drive them into each other until they ram each other. And that's how they call. It sounds better because it's French.
Oh well. Oh, you guys, it's much more gruesome than that. It's much more gruesome. What it is when you take out your small intestine and tie it into little knots, and you kind of like weave your intestines together until you become like a single being, and that in itself is true love.
So I don't know what macrame actually means. I'm guessing it has something to do with like a less gruesome version of whatever that was.
Oh, it's like it's like a form of like sewing kind of, but you do it like with a bunch of like tying knots. So you tie your insides together with knots, and you make like a fabric of like digestive tracts.
Well,
tasty.
All right.
Well, that's it.
Sorry, guys. I was thinking for a second. Because I was actually listening to. Oh, yeah. I want you to tell me about the half up, down low.
Okay. The half up, down low is when you wade out waist deep into a body of water. Doesn't matter what body. Pool, lake, pond, puddle. Don't matter. You're halfway, you're waist deep, and you're halfway up into the water, but on the down low because you're fucking.
So it's actually the half up, down low is where you go to Australia, which is the land of down under, and you are like. You're both like taking a nap, and so you're kind of, but then you both kind of like are kind of half wake up, but then like you kind of half fall asleep again, and you half wake up, and then you're like, might as well, we're in Australia, but then 30 minutes later you're like, this was a bad idea.
God damn it.
We'll never know.
We'll never know what happened. At least I have the magic of Audacity to splice this back together again. Never know the difference. Although you definitely notice the sound quality go immediately to not to shit, but comparatively to shit when it goes from 3 people to 2 people. Just because whatever.
Because bandwidth, man.
It's not even it's Google does it on purpose. It caps it on purpose. Like it could probably pull off doing all 3 of our voices at full quality, but that's its protocol.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we lost you right when you were about to tell us what it really was.
Oh, good. Well, was it the half up, down low?
Yep.
Yes.
Right, yeah, sorry, I shocked myself there. Well, you see, the half up, down low is where you date someone twice your size, and so you can fillet them while at the same time giving a high five to the person behind you who you really want to date.
Oh, that's actually really friendly.
All right. So I want you guys to tell me about the futon LeBron.
Hmm.
So you don't have a lot of money. So your bed is actually the same thing as your couch. And when that happens, the location of choice tends to be on the futon. And basically it's when you're about to complete, you have to immediately remove yourself from the situation and aim and end up in like a trash can across the room, making a three-pointer, much like acclaimed basketball player LeBron James. And then, everyone else involved in the situation is like, what? I don't understand, but you scored those 3 points for the team. Go LeBron's team.
You're very, very well done future-proofing this podcast by saying LeBron's team.
LeBron's team.
Because I know which one it is.
It could also be just a French saying for the bronze team. Like, not the silver team or the gold team, but LeBron's team. Yeah. All right. Well, you see, the futon LeBron actually is just when a fat Asian person and a French person named Bron have sex.
All right. Well, close. And by close, I mean not close. So we all know the act of screaming Kobe when you're calling your shot before you land it. This is the futon LeBron is a twist on that, in that your partner is going to be laying spread eagle on the couch, and you dive over the armrest, and before you landed her, you yell out, LeBron!
There have been 12 deaths so far from trying this method out.
You either end up with a wet dick or a broken dick. One of the two.
God.
The risk reward is there, though.
Yeah, definitely. Man, the lengths some people go to.
I mean, we're in the age of the internet, man. Playboy doesn't even have nudie pics anymore. Where else are you gonna get your kicks?
Yeah.
But you gotta come up with some crazy sex positions to get off this day and age.
It's probably because Hugh Hefner just finally got ED or something. He's like, yeah, all right.
If I can't fuck, no one will.
I'm actually kind of curious to see like how their sales will do, because like
Yeah.
I haven't actually like thought like of them as a company like for a while. Like I kind of forgot they were even a thing.
Well, their articles are actually pretty funny at
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Like,
So like now there's all this press, and now they're kind of like gonna kind of like class themselves up a bit, I guess, in a way.
I just remember thinking, like, the last time I thought about Playboy was when they had Marge Simpson on the cover, and I remember thinking, print is dead.
That hair though.
I think Shel Silverstein started by doing Playboy articles.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I know, I think it was a teacher I had who bought like the complete works of Shel Silverstein or something, and it was like, oh, I can't put this out for kids. Oops.
It just has a sticky issue of Playboy in the box set. It's out of print.
But the pages you want.
Where the
you can
sidewalk
fix it.
ends at my dick. Woo!
Hey-o!
Ha ha!
Falling up. Light in the attic. I'll show you. What?
Anyway.
Widen your
Whatever.
attic. I don't know. Yeah. All right, that was Chim Knuckles show Baker's show. There's a Baker plus. There's a dozen.
Show Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, Friday the Knuckles the 13th. Cjimp Knuckles the 13th.
Knuckle up.
Knuckle up.
I hate everything.
Yeah, so we are on all of the websites. We have
Every website.
Every website is actually on us. Every website. We got the Facebook, the Twitter, the Tumblr. I think we have the SoundCloud. We have the. We're not on Pinterest yet. We're plotting their demise. We're on YouTube's. We're on the things. Am I forgetting any? Oh, we're on Google Plus. We're the only one.
We are on HomeDepot.com.
Yeah, we are on www.cjimknuckles.com. We are on all of the podcast apps, the iTunes, the Android, the whatever you call them, the podcast apps. You know how it be, how it do. All of them.
All your favorite podcast apps,
Yeah,
such as
that one,
Such as
Snapchat. Over here. And Snapchat, and Instagram.
It just disappears like halfway through listening to it.
Right when you get to the boobs, it disappears. Unless you screenshot it.
just like they wanted.
But yeah, so we are. bensound.com does our music. They don't know it. They do. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you,
Wherever
Ben.
you are. Thank you, Ben. Wherever you are. And they we are fuck, I forgot the last part. What's the last? Oh, the fucking the catchphrase.
Knuckle Trust?
The knuckle. No, I wish well, there is the knuckle trust. But no, we're fresh out of catchphrases. We've run the gamut. We don't know what else.
Overfishing.
We've combined every word in the English dictionary, and we're just out. Show 13. Who would have thought?
It only took us 13 weeks to be out of words.
There are only 13 combinations of letters that you can make with the Latin alphabet. So
Yeah.
As everyone knows. You'd think it'd be more. Nope, you're wrong. And you're stupid for thinking that there'd be more. So we will see you around the round knuckle sandwich, everybody. Cjimp.
seamless.
Flawless.
I'm just gonna start ending every podcast with "Good night, everybody. We're out of ideas."
And just immediately cut it.
Just end the show.
And then when every new show starts, just we found some new ideas. Here we go. Ugh.
I kind of wish Flight of the Conchords had ended like that, where it's like at least you'd have a pretty clear explanation of why there's no more new episodes.
Yeah.
It's just like, we're out of ideas, everybody, and then it's just that's the end of the last thing you hear them say. All right, well, fair enough.
Yeah. Mike, did I ever tell you that? So a lot of people are like don't believe me or whatever, but near the end of summer, I actually watched Star Wars Episode 4. I say for the first time because the last time I saw it I was like 2, so I don't remember anything about it. I didn't realize that old Ben Kenobi was a thing. Like I didn't know that was like a term for that movie. And so
mean
that
old
kid
Ben Kenobi?
You mean old Ben Kenobi? I used to love you saying that, not realizing this is a legit quote.
You're probably the only person ever to hear old Ben Kenobi in like a different context from the movie. Like
Yeah,
to
think
hear
about
someone
that.
else first.
I had no idea. I thought it was just like a slang of making fun
Well,
of
the thing is,
Kenobi.
actually, I heard it first from you guys, and then later that month, I watched it just with some friends. And I guess you weren't there, Matt. So
Yeah, no, I was like,
I wasn't in the
watched
dark for
it
that long.
So when I was flipping shit, I was like, oh my god, pause it, because I was laughing too hard. That's a real thing.
I'm glad I was able to co-opt the Star Wars watching experience for you.
Because if I remember correctly, it's just kind of a throwaway line, right? Like
Yeah,
it's,
no, that's why we owned it. We're like, no one else has that line, therefore it's ours. Not a cliche, because we basically I did the same thing with Napoleon Dynamite too. There was a line, everyone quoted every other line in that movie, but there was one line that I got to use maybe once, and I relished it, and I just used it whenever I wanted out of context, where it was just Napoleon says I think it's dumb, and Uncle Rico just stands up off the couch and he's just you know what, Napoleon, you can leave. And so I just started using that with pretty much no context. And no one even knew what the fuck that even referred to, because that's not a funny line. It's to anyone but me. I thought it was hilarious at the
We
time.
do that all the time here. You
I
know
know.
what? You can leave.
You know what, Napoleon, you can leave. There's another line from Independence Day. It's also only funny to me apparently. It's when the president when they're all in the fighter jets and it's just they're trying to shoot the big weapon at the end and it's like no one else has any missiles left and the president's just like in this weirdly gruff voice he's like, doesn't anyone have any missiles left? And so I rarely get to bust that one out. But when I do, I cherish it.
American troubles, man.
I find it hysterical.
Your face just lights up, and like the person next to you is like, oh, he's gonna say the missiles thing. He's gonna say the missiles thing. It's like,
every time I hear the word missiles, it's like I just scoot over to where the person's talking, and I just wait.
has anyone used the missiles?
Doesn't anyone have any missiles left? I love lines like that where it's like you'll never be able to find a context like that to use them, but that might be part of their charm, part of why I find them funny. It's just because it's like out of context, the line sounds hilarious.
Well, another one of my favorite things is like when you're trying to find a song, but you don't. The only part of the song that you can remember is just has nonsense lyrics or something. It's like, la, da, da, da. So it's just like Googling in vain is like song lyrics, la da 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 da.
I wish I
female voice.
Dude, I
drums.
This might be something where Shazam. I'm sure there's a way to do this, but I've never found it or never really looked that hard for it. But there should be a way to hum a tune into your phone or whatever and get the song.
That's how hard that would be.
No, I mean Shazam does that with actual music. I can't imagine it'd be that difficult.
Okay, but people would have to hum at different, the right frequency every time.
I mean, it would give you a list of potential matches. I guess it wouldn't have to necessarily.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like that's. I'm sure if that hasn't existed already, there's probably some bullshit reason why it doesn't exist.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason Shazam works is it knows the exact waveform to the T of every song.
Yeah.
That's why if it's too noisy and it breaks that waveform at all, it doesn't pick up. But.
So I mean, there's no way that would ever work. Oh wait, here's a website I just found by Googling it that says it does.
I wonder if it'd be a weird marketing thing where if it can't figure out what the song is, people can pay to
hire a private investigator.
No. People can pay to put their own stuff there when it's so if the program doesn't know, it says, oh, it's La-Ti-Da by Chimps, and it's not La-Ti-Da by Chimps, but La-Ti-Da by Chimps paid to put it on there.
That's not what I was sure. All right, well, it's good. No, this is literally, it's called Madomi. I posted it in the Google Hangouts chat. It literally does. This is why I hate trying to invent stuff, because as soon as I have so many ideas.
I've heard of this. Okay.
Yeah. The instant I Google the idea that I have after I've thought of it in the shower for 20 minutes, this is going to be great. No one's ever done this. I dread that Google search because 9 times out of 10, someone's already fucking done it.
Yeah.
Simpsons did it.
So, I do a thing at home. I learned it from Dad. It's amazing how much, if you're in a conversation with someone and you Google search their facts, fact check them, they get so pissed to you. It's all you want to do is make sure they're right, and people get so angry at you.
But fuck you, Matt!
Well, and so my original thing where I started shattering dreams was my best friend back in 6th grade was like, dude, I'm telling you right now, it's cheesecake cupcakes. And so I did a Google search and ruined his dream. He ranted about it for years. And I was like, dude, we're going to end this. And then he's like, yeah, but orange creamsicle ones, I looked it up, and they were there. And he was like, whatever, Matt.
Wait, what about cheesecake cupcakes? Why would that shatter dreams?
They're already made.
He invented it.
So? Oh, he thought he came up with it.
Yeah.
We had, in our IT, we had a capstone class where part of the thing is to basically create a product, or at least conceptually create a product you could potentially sell. And these kids, apparently, they told us an anecdotal story about this group that didn't do their due diligence. They spent half the quarter on this one project, and then they Googled it halfway through the quarter and discovered that it already was patented, existed, no way they could do anything like it. And they pretty much had to spend the rest of the quarter working on this dead-end project that could literally go nowhere.
Yeah, it's weird because what can be copyrighted and what can't be. Because you can copyright a story, but you can't copyright
the plot of it or something.
Yeah, it's
you can't technically copyright titles, I don't think.
You can't copyright titles. You can trademark titles, but you can't copyright them.
Yeah.
You can't copyright. What I think is interesting is like recipes.
Yeah,
So you
like
can't
I could go and
copyright-
make a movie called Star Wars right now, I think, and as long as it had nothing to
because-
do with Star Wars, like
not Star. You can't do Star Wars because it's trademarked.
okay,
You could do Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
okay, that makes sense.
Um,
Okay, yep,
you-
all right.
But like recipes, you can't copyright the recipe, but you can copyright the directions. So you can copyright the text, but not the. It's really interesting.
I'm just gonna take a famous recipe book and like rewrite it in slang and then just re-release it. So first we're gonna do, you want to beat that shit. You want to really just beat that shit.
Beat it so much. Yeah, because I'm kind of doing what you're doing. Like I'm like working on this story, and I'm like, this is similar to other things. I know it is, but it's not like exactly other things that exist.
Yeah.
But it kind of is. But it's like it's different. But I can't explain to it without you going like, oh, it's like this. It's really awkward. It's really awkward, man.
Awk.
That's really awkward, man.
Awk. You know what? It's I I've officially hit the mic. This must have happened to you when you started seeing people post on the file play page that you didn't know.
Oh yeah. Like apparently bakery falling down and being like what, and like this pinup pose was hilarious. Apparently that was a show highlight.
Yeah.
Out of
I've seen that all
context,
over the
it's
place.
just him kind of lying on the ground. But I guess that's kind of the point of having to be there, and it's
I said the Red
Performance,
Panther's still
and,
going. Red Panther's still going. Thank you, Miles.
what is?
The Red Panther's still going. Miles wears them.
Oh, I thought you said Red Panther,
Oh,
and I was
no.
very confused.
You know, the Red Panther. They're like the Black Panther, but more annoying. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do some research on figuring out new games to add to the mix, keep things fresh.
Well, I definitely like this quicker show format, as I've said before. It's nice only knowing I'm going to do 5 games versus like 8 or 9. So it's,
And with like 3 people as opposed to like 7.
yeah.
9 trillion.
I mean, I think the sweet spot is 4. One more person so that we can
Yeah.
get in
Yes.
and out. But 3 works.
Fake
as well.
Shabadooby.
Well, she's actually like in school and has responsibilities. Like,
Yeah.
Her like yeah.
I know. I'm just because
But
she was on the
Alex-
message earlier, being like, "Meh."
I'm annoyed with Clarky only because he keeps saying yes and then maybe, like he doesn't show up at all.
Where's the tool for Liam?
I don't know.
He's just, busy doing his thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is, but it's good whatever it is.
But I may ask Baker if he'd like to do a show one day. Actually, what I'd like to do next week is do while I'm there, do a show from there, like film my part from RIT and have like
Okay.
the trop, I guess in the room with me, and I guess we would like trade off that way.
Yeah.
We'd share
I don't know if Alex Toy's back at college. He might be free. You may want to hit him up too.
Yeah.
Is he on co-op or something?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I heard he was at the show, but I don't see him in any of the pictures. But I heard he was at the show. I guess.
No, he hasn't been at RIT this year.
Right.
He
I
might have
don't
been
know
at the
why.
show but not performing in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That could be an idea.
Yeah.
'Cause he's a very good voice for audio. So
He's got a very good face for radio.
Badoo. Dude, a winning $42 million lottery ticket was sold at a gas station in my county.
Oh man.
Sweet.
That-
Did you win?
Wait, someone is lucky winner ticket. Pit stop in Weed Sport. I used to work in Weed Sport.
What? How did
I
you know to
worked-
do that?
I worked every time I bring up the fact I worked in a town called Weed Sport. It sounds like Wii Sports, and so
Oh.
I know that Ed is going to immediately start singing
You're
Wii
going
Sports.
to do the tune that plays whenever you turn on Wii Sports.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
well,
more of my old friends getting engaged. This is weird.
yeah, I got like 3 of those this weekend. What the fuck is the
Yeah,
deal?
I actually got one of those today. Yeah, that was.
Why? What's it about this time of year that causes that? I don't get
What's the
it.
deal?
Is it because everyone wants to show off when they go home for the holidays? Their
Because it's
engagements? Is that it?
spooky.
It's just a Halloween thing.
Scary things change.
Oh. You know what it is? Because people want to plan their weddings for like the following spring, so this is the perfect time to do it. Everyone wants their weddings in the spring or summer or some shit. That makes sense, I guess. I notice a lot of people have birthdays this time of year because, like, I was on a date with this girl and we noticed at the restaurant like 4 of those birthday songs. It was like an Applebee's or something. They did like 4 of those birthday songs. We're like, what the fuck? It was like the middle of October. We're like, what's special about today? And then and I'm thinking like, what was 9 months ago today? Fucking Valentine's Day. So many unwanted pregnancies.
Wait, 9 months ago today?
Not literally today, but like 9 months from February is October.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Wait a minute, isn't it November?
No, wait.
9 months from February would be November.
Hang on.
Month 2 to month 11.
Get through February, so that's 1.
Yeah, well, yeah, middle of February.
Yeah, it'd be middle of November would be 36 weeks.
I'm literally counting the months on my hands right now.
I did. Okay, if you
I hate to
count-
ruin this, Mike,
No,
but
no. If you count
you're
February
okay.
as one of the months, then it lands in October.
okay, yeah.
Well, either way.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So don't.
Don't fact check me, Matt.
Well, wait, because let's see, February 14th is week 6 of the year, and week 42 would be week.
Now we're getting too deep in the weeds here.
No,
Too
no,
many
I'll figure
numbers.
this out.
in the Wii Sports.
Too deep in the weed sports.
42.
Oh no, my bowling score went down. No,
15
I worked hard to get those sparkle
is
points.
in fact October 12th through the 18th. You're right.
Yes,
Oh!
I know I'm right.
Ed's right.
That's
See-
weird because yeah, kind
See,
of think.
see, the thing is, you fact check people, but like I know that you do. So before I like bring something up to you, I find the things that you're going to find.
Oh no,
So I
that's
can be
good.
just like,
That's what I
"Oh,
want to
told
instill in
you."
people. That's all I'm trying to do is I want people to be right. That's all. I'm okay with being proven wrong. Just show me the fact that it's right.
See,
People
but-
be like,
but the
Matt,
thing is,
did you know that in doctors' offices people sneeze 4 times as much? I was like, just show me the article. Like, just show me the thing.
or the thing is, if I don't know, I say like, I don't think this is verified, but I heard this, and it sounds plausible.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, okay, let me just look it up really quick. And
I
okay.
can't find anything on it. Well, I mean, it's probably not true, but it sounds like it could be. It's generally like my stance on things.
Yeah. But I mean, I have friends who literally are like, they like swear at me just because I'm just like, well, let me just look it up really quick, and they're like, whatever, Matt, you want to be
Okay,
right.
well, it depends on what you're talking about. Because if
No,
you're
just
like, it's
being
like,
wrong.
did you know that like chocolate ice cream is like the best kind? It's like, well, let me look it up.
Oh yeah, well, okay, that stuff's different. Then if I'm fact checking, I'm doing it to be a dick. Where it's like, well, actually, all the polls say. But if they're like, did you
What
know
does
that chocolate
Metacritic
ice
say
cream-
about chocolate ice cream, Matt?
They're like,
Really?
I saw a
What does
study
it
where chocolate
say?
ice cream
Did
reduces
vanilla
cancer.
score higher? Vanilla scored a little bit higher.
Actually, I didn't know this at one point. The most popular ice cream.
It's probably vanilla, isn't it? 'Cause
Let's
it's
find
like
out.
the most common.
5 flavors registered supreme across the nation: vanilla, of course, mint chocolate chip, pralines and cream, Oreo and cream, and good old chocolate. Vanilla is by far the most common fave, followed by mint chocolate chip.
Oh wow,
Yeah, Southwest.
I didn't know that.
Weird.
But I do like mint chocolate chips, so I'm not like floored. But
Yeah. Yeah, no, one like for instance, Kat hated mint and chocolate. It was like one of her least favorite combinations, which is
well,
just weird. to
she's
me.
wrong.
I love
Even though
mint
she's
and
probably listening to this.
chocolate. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, so I am sleepy.
No, you're not.
I'm a little sleepy. I'm also a little hungry. The belly
Hungry,
doing
Taco
some
Bell.
rumbling.
hungry belly. Go to Bach Hotel.
No, not tonight. That was a one-off thing, and it wasn't even worth it.
Was it not?
No, the actual volcano burritos were amazing, but the volcano quesadilla was just, it's okay.
Wait, okay, what was the volcano thing that you were? Was it the volcano burrito?
Quesarito or some shit.
The volcano burrito was my favorite thing at Taco Bell. It was rice and beef and crispy things and a lot of volcano sauce.
But that's not back though.
No, the volcano quesarito. They just took the quesarito and brought back the volcano sauce. So it's still good, but it's not worth it because they're like $3 a piece. So
You might be able to get like a volcano burrito. Like if they have all the stuff to make it and like the people don't care, you can probably make it.
yeah, this never really seems worth it to me. I'll just buy a quesarito and put hot sauce on it. You know, whatever. Whatever. Although the most exciting news of this week is that Wendy's has a great deal right now. So yeah. I'm literally out of topics. I'm gonna talk to you about Wendy's because
Okay,
I'm
go for it.
okay. They have a $4 thing. It's a junior bacon cheeseburger, a small fry, not a value fry, a small drink, not a value drink, and a 4-piece nugget for $4.
Well, and like it's Wendy's, so small is like a large at any other place.
Yeah. So.
You go and do that. I'm gonna
go to Wendy's in the near future.
I'm not. I can live nowhere near a restaurant. I'm going to go to my kitchen and be like, "What do I got?"
Oh, hey, Wendy's.
Thanks, Wendy.
I actually did when I was in middle school. I was kind of going through these the other day of like old cartoons I would draw, and there was one like story where the typical cast of characters were like going to this like outcast like foster parents' house who lived in like a haunted house in the middle of nowhere and would always listen to like loud screamo music, and he had a McDonald's in like the lobby of his house. But he never ate McDonald's because he was a vegetarian.
Sure. Imagine working at that McDonald's. You know, I'm gonna buy something today. Nope. Still a vegetarian.
I'll just sit here and I don't get paid very well, but I mean I'm not doing anything, so
I don't get paid any worse for McDonald's where people would actually eat here, so I mean I guess this is a plus.
yeah, with the same commission.
It's still minimum wage.
You never have to cook anything. You just
Just fucking sit. I'm gonna let's stop the broadcast here.